In South Africa, the fight against rhino poachers is becoming increasingly desperate. Even though rangers have come up with clever ways to outwit the gangs, the poachers are becoming more daring and the stakes have never been higher. Hi, it's me. This is Wildlife Conservation and Ranger Stories 36. It's a privilege for me to be able to share these stories with you each week. If you enjoy them, please do subscribe and become a follower. And if you're new here, please consider giving us a like. We really appreciate that. Your support helps keep this going. Now, we've met Craig Spencer before in episode 29. He was one of the rangers we met when we visited McHughes Falls National Park in South Africa to learn about Operation Sea Rhino. And now we're back at the same park to meet up with Craig again and hear about some of his amazing exploits over the last year. Craig has been working as a ranger for 8 years now, and in this time has gained an intimate knowledge of every nook and corner of the park. This knowledge proves invaluable as he works tirelessly to protect the rhinos under his watchful eye. One day while on patrol, Craig receives an urgent radio call from one of the trackers, informing him of a possible rhino poaching incident in the northern section of the park. Without hesitation, Craig quickly makes his way to the rendezvous point where a helicopter is on standby. Within minutes, they're airborne and heading towards the troubled area. As the helicopter approaches the reported location, Craig scans the dense bush below, his eyes searching for any sign of poaching activity. Suddenly, he spots something that makes his heart sink. There, in a clearing, he sees a rhino with its hornless head slumped against a tree, a clear indication that the worst fears have been confirmed. Poachers have struck again. With a heavy heart, Craig and his team land nearby. They approach the deceased rhino cautiously. It's a somber scene. The majestic creature lies lifeless, its horn sawed off by the poachers. It's a devastating sight that underscores the grim reality of their mission. Despite the danger and the emotional toll it takes on them, Craig and his fellow rangers remain steadfast in their commitment to protecting these magnificent animals. Their work is not just a job, it's a calling, a dedication to preserving the natural world for future generations. Craig and his team carefully document the scene, taking notes and collecting evidence that could help in the investigation and apprehension of the poachers. Every detail is crucial, every piece of evidence valuable. Meanwhile, a veterinarian who specializes in wildlife forensics is summoned to the scene. She will examine the rhino's body to determine the cause of death and gather any additional insights that can aid in the ongoing efforts to combat poaching. As the team works diligently to process the scene, the weight of the rhino's loss hangs heavy in the air. The senseless act of poaching serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that these rangers face daily, but it also fuels their determination to protect the remaining rhinos and ensure the safety of other wildlife in the park. The incident underscores the urgency and importance of their mission, driving them to redouble their efforts in the face of this heartbreaking tragedy. The next morning, Craig and his team are back on the ground, this time on the hunt for the poachers. Armed with the intelligence gathered from the previous day's investigation, they comb through the surrounding areas, searching for any trace of the poachers' presence. The stakes are high, and the rangers are determined to bring the perpetrators of this heinous crime to justice. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, the team's efforts begin to pay off. They discover discarded items left behind by the poachers, providing valuable clues to their whereabouts. With each piece of evidence, the rangers piece together the puzzle, getting closer to the heart of the poaching operation. Just when the team is about to call it a day, they receive a breakthrough. A local resident comes forward with information that could lead them to the poachers' hideout. Acting on this tip, the rangers embark on a final mission to bring the operation to its dramatic conclusion. After a tense standoff, the poachers are finally apprehended and the illegal rhino horn seized. As the dust settles, a sense of relief and triumph washes over the rangers. They have not only recovered some of the stolen horn, but also dealt a blow to the criminal network involved in poaching. This victory, however, is tempered by the knowledge that the battle against poaching is far from over. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, the Rangers reflect on the day's events. The successful operation serves as a testament to their unwavering dedication and the importance of their work. Each Ranger plays a vital role, their skills and bravery coming together to protect the rhinos and preserve the natural balance of the ecosystem. As they prepare to return to base, the Rangers are already strategizing for the next mission, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead in their ongoing battle to save these magnificent creatures. We rejoin Craig in his office at the end of a long day. He tells us how his team were able to recover some of the rhino horn that was stolen during the poaching incident. He explains that while recovering the horn is not ideal because it incentivizes poachers to continue poaching, it does make the work worthwhile because they're able to take something positive away from the situation. Craig has worked at McHugh's Falls for 14 years now, and in that time he has seen many changes. One of the most notable being the change in attitude from the local communities. Where once there was apathy and indifference, today there is support and encouragement. People understand that the rhinos need to be protected, and they want the Rangers to succeed in their mission. The people in the communities near the park actively participate in conservation projects and even report any suspicious activities to the authorities. Craig believes that this change in attitude is crucial to the success of anti-poaching efforts. He tells us about the first rhino he ever patrolled for when he started his career. The rhino was called Freedom, and she had been rescued after her mother had been poached. Craig developed a special bond with Freedom and credits her with inspiring him to become a better ranger. Sadly, Freedom passed away recently, and Craig misses her greatly. He recalls the last time he saw her and how she recognized him and came to greet him. It was a touching moment that highlighted the unique connection rangers can have with the animals they protect. As our conversation winds down, Craig reflects on the challenges and triumphs of being a ranger. He talks about the emotional toll that dealing with poached animals can take and the importance of having a support system both at work and at home. He also discusses the camaraderie among the rangers and how they rely on each other for support and assistance. Looking back on his journey as a ranger, Craig shares some of the most memorable moments, including the birth of a calf and the recovery of a rhino, poached in a neighboring private game reserve. These experiences have shaped his perspective and fueled his passion for his job. When asked what advice he would give to someone considering a career in wildlife conservation, Craig emphasizes the importance of dedication, patience, and a genuine love for nature. He encourages aspiring rangers to be prepared for hard work and to embrace the challenges that come with protecting our planet as biodiversity. Craig's enthusiasm for his work is evident, and his dedication to protecting rhinos and other wildlife is truly inspiring. His story is a testament to the courage, compassion, and perseverance required to make a difference in the face of adversity. When speaking about the rangers and their families, it's important to recognize the immense sacrifices they make. Being a ranger comes with inherent dangers, and being the family member of a ranger can be equally challenging. The emotional toll of knowing their loved ones face daily risks is significant. However, the families of these rangers play a crucial role in supporting their partners and children. They provide emotional support and understanding, knowing that their loved ones are working tirelessly to protect endangered species and preserve natural habitats. These families often share a deep passion for conservation and play an active role in promoting awareness within their communities. So there you have it, another action-packed episode of Wildlife Conservation and Ranger Stories. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments what you think and if there are any stories you'd like to see covered in the series. I am particularly interested in stories featuring the lesser-known species and the people protecting them. So please let me know your ideas. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and stay tuned for the next episode. All the best.